Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. So last weekend in two parts we had the Phillips watch auctions here in Hong Kong, and I thought the prices were not too crazy on some of the watches that I was looking at. I was not really looking at the steel sport stuff, but anyway, let's go through the prices. And now on the website of Phillips you have the prices including the the fees paid to Philips, which are 26% on everything under 600,000 Hong Kong dollar, which is a lot. I think it's 21% in the next tranche. So you should not forget that if you're about to bid for something, because the price is on screen, say for a Patek 5235 that went for 240,000, which is as low as I've seen it anywhere on the second-hand market. Once you add the 26%, it's over 300,000, which makes more sense. But anyway, right here on the screen, it started, of course, with a 5711, going for right above 100,000 US after fees. So just to give you a reference, 775,000 US Hong Kong dollar would be 100,000 US. So it gives you some sort of reference here for this 5711 going at 819,000, barely below the one with the chronograph on the right. Quite a bit more interesting. The platinum chronograph here going for 1.5 million. Quite cool. That's about 200,000 US. Got the white gold, GMT 300K. Now this is weird. The Rolex here, fairly common Daytona. There from 2000, going for $300,000. That's a bit nuts. While next to it you have a platinum datograph, the original one without the up down, going for just above 500,000, which I think is pretty low. Moving on the right here, the Harry Winston. That was a lot. The movement is made here by FP Journe, which would explain the price here, 3.6 million Hong Kong dollar. Now on the right, the Roger Dubuis. I was really interested to see where it was going. So it's about 100,000 US, quite impressive. So you see the monopusher there within the crown. And those pieces are getting really hard to get. A nice Patek Philippe skeleton. Let's move on. 1.3 million there for this date with diamonds, and I think it's I'm gonna say something silly. The Kanjar dial. That is pretty solid. New old stock, again very common. GMT Master 2 black, 390,000. I mean, it's nuts. The common price is around 90,000, maybe 85 for a used model. New old stock for 390. Something must be special about it. There's a stamp there. Again, the Kanjar said, yeah, it's sold in the Sultanate of Oman. But is it that important? And is that on the, yeah, the case back is special, but I don't know. 290,000 sounds like a lot. But hey, collectors will be collectors. FP Journe, AP, you see the prices there. I don't need to comment. Now this one was very important. Lot 15 million Hong Kong dollar there for the 2499 with perfect pedigree, all the papers. I think it's from the family of the original owner. Just that's a beautiful watch. That is real beauty. puts in perspective all the steel sports stuff. 600,000 for this GMT Master. What do we have next? Daytona for $1 million. This was a bit more interesting here. On the right, of course, on the left you have an FP Journe chronograph, but you got a Patek here. Split seconds from 2007. It's the 5959 in a platinum. Beautiful. But longer there, very special, 4.6 million. Gorgeous. 500k for the Omega. That is solid as well. New old stock. It's quite cool. Okay, so the albino prototype Rolex Daytona there went for 1.8 million. And on the right, 800,000, including the fees. Wow, that's a lot. That's quite a step up from where it was. I was offered this watch there, the Patek Philippe 5960 for between 5 and 600,000 not long ago. That's a lot. But yeah, maybe people don't always factor in the 26% or 21% fee that 21% fee on that at that price level that they're gonna have to pay. FP Journe, Richard Mille. And here started the part 2 of the auction the next day. It was kind of hard to follow everything, you know. I was at dinner during the first part and I was at the beach during the second part, so I tentatively registered myself as a bidder for a couple of pieces, but prices just soared beyond my means pretty quickly. Blue Dial GMT 360,000, Genta FP Journe. I mean, the Tudor there, 79 to 80, pretty much the same as I have, gone for 81,000. You gotta be mad for that. You gotta be mad. So as you can see, no really great deal to be had, but if you have spotted something interesting, put it in the comment, or if you did put a bid yourself, if you want to share, let us know what you think about the prices reached by the pieces you were looking at. Let's just scan through quickly the Rolex. I mean, Patek Perpetual for 277,000. That's really low, and with tortoise, whatever shape of case. It's not the most popular, but damn, that's a lot of watch for that price. And likewise for the longer here, 378,000. You know, that's pretty good. When you see people buying, you know, this GMT Master for 350, the watchmaking in there is just nowhere close a gold longer. I mean, come on, let's just get real a little bit. So this is really about all collecting, and it's interesting to see the trends. I really wanted to see where the longers are going, and I think it's still very much, you get a lot for your money, even in an auction where people are just paying over what you can normally get in Hong Kong, negotiating with a dealer. Maybe it's the sense of occasion, maybe it's just people buying expensive items and adding a few things here and there while they're at it. Le Coultre there, 378,000, that's a lot for that Le Coultre with the world time bezel. Quite impressive price reached there. I scan a bit quickly through the things that don't really interest me. Platinum World Time 378,000. Yeah, I guess that's quite fair. Now the one on the right here, I was very interested in that salmon dial. 5035 in white gold. 227,000. I think that is quite nuts. And then here, actually I thought it was a white gold. It's a platinum version of the 5960. Went for 478,000. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. You get it in the low 300,000s in white gold. So platinum, indeed, it is fine and rare. People are a bit mocking the descriptions. Everything is rare, fine, attractive. The words used a lot there by Phillips. But here in platinum, that's going to weigh a lot. And then the 5520, also platinum, alarm travel time, went for 1.7 million. Very, very rare. And yeah, very interesting watch. Makes quite a bit of sense. Did this Jaeger-LeCoultre tourbillon platinum perpetual go for 441,000? I hadn't even noticed the watch, because yeah, the look is fairly, I mean, from this side looks fairly common, but I mean a master grand tradition tourbillon. White gold buckle, the rest case is platinum. Tourbillon for 441,000. How did I not see that? That is ridiculous. The thing is, you see the price, you think, oh, I should have bid, but the guy on the other end is going to outbid you until you run out of money. So great deal, I think. 441. It's not that attractive a watch to be, you know, sometimes we get excited about what it does, the complication, the watchmaking, of course, but at the end of the day, the watch has to be attractive and easy to wear, and those Jaeger cases are not that interesting. Feel free to disagree, of course, in the comments. Okay, some pretty common, well, common, all things considered, roll eyes, crazy prices there on the Daytona and also the Explorer 2. Some métier d'art, very lovely, Laurent Ferrier. Oh, my favorite watch of the whole thing. It's not an old watch, of course. 2018, the 5204 perpetual split, 1.5 million. That's yeah, it's the price, 200,000 US. What can you do? And this one, very rare, owned by a football player, I think in Italy. 6.5 million. Wow, minute repeater, beautiful. Can't play football with it, I think. You'd rather have a Rolex for that. Some very run-of-the-mill roll eyes. Wow, including the fee there. The blue dial Sky Dweller is costing quite a bit. And someone paying that should really have looked into that Tourbillon Platinum Jaeger. Well, there you go. People just collect what they want to collect, put the money where they like. That AP, that didn't cost too much, full calendar. Well, whatever. I guess it is still a lot of money. Some Pateks. Now, super interesting for me. I have a 5296 on the wrist, exactly the same as the one right here, including fees. 327,000. That is insane. Insane. Between us, I paid a third of that. It's the watch only that I have, but from Japan in perfect condition. So this watch from 2018. Did someone think they were buying an annual calendar or something? Even the annual calendar is doesn't go for that much. Ah, okay, I understand now. It's a Tiffany & Co. Well, if anybody is pretty good at forgeries, maybe you could try to add the Tiffany & Co. signing. I mean, just for that little word. This watch went for easily double, more than double what a normal dial would go for. Tiffany & Co. Of course. Uptick, come on. You're getting old. You should read the descriptions. But still, come on. I mean, it is a beautiful watch. Maybe the most beautiful watch Patek has made. Alright, slightly embarrassing there. So the devil is in the detail. Another wonderful 2499 from 77. I was 2 years old when that came out. If only I had a rich dad or an old uncle who had purchased something like that back then. Well, back then it cost a fortune as well. They were not making many of them. I'm actually reading in Revolution magazine a great article about the history of Patek perpetuals. I recommend you to find it. It's the Hong Kong edition number 51. Really wonderful read, and you understand better for example the 5320, the current perpetual with that nice cream dial, aviator style. You understand better the lineage of the look. Now the Odysseus went for nearly 700,000. That is mad money. I saw it in person finally. I had never seen the steel one in person, and I thought it was just all bracelet. It's a bit too much bracelet. And the Moser 239, that Moser is quite popular. Well, let's get to the end of this. Roger Dubuis perpetual, very interesting. 327. All in all things considered, not so expensive. Nice Singer there, 352,000. I'm probably passing quickly through very interesting stuff. The Moser 239,000. You know, I could buy that exact watch, or actually the exact same one, same dial, for 135,000. I think a year and a half ago. Great case, beautiful movement, but I just don't like that dial. It looked very big on the wrist, although there's a lot of effort to make the case be very wearable. It's still a lot of dial. It's just too much dial for me. But the watchmaking, I mean, it's a great perpetual. That Moser, you can't break it. You know, you can go backwards and forwards. Something you can't do with many or any perpetual. Now this I don't understand. 300,000 for that two-tone Zenith powered. There's got to be a. I'm looking at the description as I'm looking at this. Even full set, I find that crazy. I think there's a couple of these. The Chuck Yeager GMT 300,000, fun watch. And Roger Dubuis there, and I think it's perpetual, 378,000. And this one here, another 200,000 only for the perpetual Patek. That's very low, isn't it? And then this one here, just gorgeous. 3970, the last of the Lemania perpetual chronographs. Wonderful, 1.3 million. Just well deserved. What can you say? And yeah, I was looking at the 5235 with the premium 200,000. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, I could buy it a bit cheaper than that before, but yeah, it's normal. I'm interested in that watch. I like it. And then 1.2 million for this one 5270G. Well, I hope you've enjoyed somehow this boring video. Let me know what you thought about the prices reached here. 1.1 million finally for the World Time Patek with the enamel dial and all. All right, yeah, all in all, I don't think anything too crazy in this auction. And yeah, no regret for me for not bidding on any of the watches. Anyway, many of them you can find them any given day in Hong Kong at watch dealers. Bye bye guys, thanks for watching.